My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather.
The father is hurting deep down inside. Well, let me just make this really small and really brief. The father is definitely not hurting deep down inside. My husband is an alpha male. You, me, or nobody on this God's green earth can make him do anything that he doesn't want to do. Nobody. Okay? The negative comments, it does nothing for our family but make us look at you and want to pray for you. That's all. Okay? My husband was proud in this moment. What you couldn't see behind those purple glasses was the fact that he was holding back tears. His eyes were watering up. This was a moment that he chose. He came to me and told me that he was taking his son to the prom. He chauffeured him to the prom. He was not his date. He chauffeured him to the prom. That's what he did. And it was a beautiful moment.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got something crazy, man. We got something crazy. But we got this father taking his son to a prom, right? We got his father taking his son to a prom. What could be so wrong with that? What could be so wrong with a father taking his son to the prom? I don't know. Let's check it out.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather. Wait, let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. I know. Oh, poor baby. Oh. Hold on. Look up. Oh, Mello's crying. He didn't know his pops was gonna be there. He's crying. This is monumental. I know. Don't cry. Oh.
All right, come on. I need pictures. Excuse me. I love the kid.
And notice how it's just straight women. Notice how it's just straight woman over here clapping and hurrahing and all of this extra stuff. We can obviously tell that women have encouraged this behavior, right? That women left a big impression on this little boy, right? Now, the dude over here, like look what bruh got on. And look what bruh got on. Dude got a tuxedo dress. Like, how do you have a tuxedo dress? A tuxedo dress, bro. That's wild, bro. That's wild to me. A purple tuxedo dress. Dude over here looking like Cat Williams from Friday, literally, or Cat Williams from the Boondocks, right? Pimp named Slickback. I mean, the dude looked like everything under the sun, and it's just mighty sad. And you can look at the father and you can tell he does not appreciate it. Even the one man that's there, because he's supposed to be taking the son to the prom, but even with the man there, he doesn't even say anything, right? He doesn't even say anything because, shout out to Anton Daniels, but he even said, man, he probably lost the war between all of those women. He lost war between all of those women. I'm reading the caption in a second that the mother put, right? That the mother put supposedly, and she's gonna say it's monumental. She's gonna say it's monumental. No, it's a tragedy. We're seeing a whole lot more little boys pop up like this, and you're gonna start to see a whole wave of boys, whole wave of men being very feminine. But what's funny is you have a group of sisters encouraging this stuff, best friends with all this stuff, right? They encourage this. They go out and nail shops with these dang people. All of this, they do all of the extra stuff under the sun. But then they will sit over here and call a straight man down low because he doesn't agree with something like this, because he doesn't agree with how certain women think. They're quick to call a man down low, but yet this is what they breed. This is what they breed. And once again, you know, if that's what they want to do, if that's what he wants to do, then he can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's his life. But to then force it on someone, because that's what we're pretty much dealing with right here, because his father really doesn't like it. And then within the comments, right, within the caption, it just makes it even worse, right? She kind of confirms it even more. The father does not want to be in this. The father does not want to see any of this. He does not want to be a part of it. But this is where your dang man, I can't fight it, right? I just cannot freaking fight it. It's cool to sit over here and go back and forth with my son and tell him this ain't the lifestyle. But then I have to sit over here and go back and forth with him. Then he has his mother. And once again, it ain't just the mother. You got a bunch of other women, no other men, but a bunch of other women sitting here encouraging this. They're yelling it. They're, oh, we love it. We love it. Once again, if that's what he wants to do, then sure, go ahead, whatever. But to then try to force it on people, that's what we have been dealing with for years, on top of years. And they mix somebody saying, hey, I just don't agree with that. That's not something that I want to do, with being homophobic. You have a bunch of women in the comments encouraging it, right? But you even have women making videos, being upset, getting upset with men because they don't want to ever have to deal with that. They don't want to ever have to see their son go through that, because of course we want to raise men.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Okay, so I want to stitch this video because I literally thought it's completely disgusting that people are in the comments literally talking about, oh, I'm trying to figure out where the son's at. Like, this just shows like how many people are like literally like very homophobic. And you know how many people in the comments were like, oh, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, obviously, like, you don't love your children then. Y'all don't care about your children. You don't love your children. You shouldn't put conditions on loving your children. Like, that's really weird. I would say maybe put conditions on other relationships that you have with people. But never your own children. Like, who does that? You're weird. So you're pretty much saying that your child has to be, you know, they have to be how you want them to be. If they're not like that, then you're not going to love them. That's weird, and that's not okay.
It's just funny how women say there are a lack of men around here, but yet this is what women are raising. It doesn't make any sense. So this is what the mom says. She says, so let me explain this video. My son had a rocky relationship with his pops growing up because his pops is Muslim and does not condone his lifestyle. So wearing makeup, feminine hairstyles, nails, and all of that has always been a problem. On this day, he thought that his pops would not even come outside to see him leave for prom because he has never saw him off of any of his dances in the past. Well, his pops said, I'm taking my son to prom as his chauffeur and I'm going to match his outfit. So Romello, I believe that's his name, was so surprised to see him get out of the truck. But when he saw how he was dressed and it matched what he was wearing, he cried like a baby. And it was a very beautiful moment for him, my husband, and the whole family, right? The whole family filled with a bunch of women, right? No other men, just filled with a bunch of women. To have a supportive dad when you are in this lifestyle is rare. It meant everything in the world for my son. Now, once again, here is a man who compromised on. Now, once again, I don't believe in belief of Islam. I definitely different than what I believe in. However, the principles still stay the same. If you are a part of whatever culture, a part of whatever religion, your God is number one. At the end of the day, your God is number one. But you are compromising for the created, right? So you're compromising what you have with your creator just so you can make somebody happy, so you can appease somebody. And this is what I mean by people are trying to force this stuff on you. Nobody wants to be have this stuff forced upon them, but that's what it is, and that's literally the situation right here. Because this father did not want to have any of this stuff happen. He did not want to have any of this stuff happen, but he is forced to be a part of it. So Once again, I don't believe in Islam, but the fact that you are willing to sacrifice a relationship you have with your God just to make somebody else happy, this is what's wrong with America. This is what's wrong with America. But we will have people who sit here and say, oh, well, you're this, just like those ladies you just heard, right? You're going to have people who get upset with people who have an issue with seeing stuff like this. Because as stated before, the same woman who call men DL and say men like it, you know, most of your black men like dealing with other black men, yada, yada, yada. These are the same women who are breeding these men. You're breeding the very man that you hate. You're breeding the very man that you date. Well, it's sick. This is our society today. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below, what the hell do y'all think about this?